All right. Welcome to SEO with Ola, and we're talking traffic. Let's see. As a matter of fact, let's go see something real quickly. I want to see how the YouTube channel is doing, and then after that, I'm going to show you how I doubled my traffic on this project over the past 3 months. First of all, I think we should definitely look at when we started this, when I launched this project and I shared the beginning. So if you're watching this video and you haven't seen part 1 of SEO with Ola on this same channel, you want to make sure that you're subscribed, because I will update as I'm going. The how-tos, the little bit of how-tos I'm going to do on this channel, it is the first few videos, maybe the first, second videos. You can see we have only 17 subscribers. Those 17 subscribers came mostly from people that I messaged on Twitter and things like that. As you can see, on the first episode, which is 81 and 12, first and second, we have 81 views, and as you can see, it has declined significantly since then, because I have other businesses and I can't, this channel is not worth me investing too much time in. So please feel free to share it if you feel like somebody may benefit out of this, but this is how I doubled my traffic in 3 months using strictly SEO. Okay, so this is the channel, this is what we're doing. If we look at the analytics, some people will say, hey, if you just do it consistently, eventually people will find you. But I'm not a big believer in just waiting for eventually. Okay, in the last 28 days we had 4 views. Okay, I also, as you can see, there's a little spike here and then everything declined to 0. And the problem with this is that the algorithms are flawed. Basically, they will use that to determine if they should show this to other people or not. Plus, there are many other people doing videos on SEO, so it's completely understandable. But if anybody asks me for how I drive traffic or for free on the internet, I built this channel so I can always reference this and send them here. Also, on those first few videos, I talk about the tools that I use. So in the description box of those particular video, like for example this one, you will see, let me see, let's just make sure I mute that before it yells out. Okay, so you will see the tools. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see, well, those are the 3 tools that I use primarily. Those are the 3 major tools that I use. You can scroll down to the bottom and show more, and you can see it on the channel there. Okay, so if somehow the algorithm starts showing love, so you can see the links to the tools here. Okay, if somehow this channel start taking off, and then we'll consider. But this project particularly is about lolandnola.com, and I just wanted to make sure that I show you. The first video was launched March 2nd. Okay, and today is May 2nd, so tomorrow will be the 2nd month. Okay, but so when I say I doubled my traffic in 2 months, I will also in 3 months I'll show you that, but I'll also show you 2 months to see if we did that, but we did it in 3 months. So I'm actually probably a little bit more conservative, because this first video, which was the beginning of this particular project, and I mean this project right here, I showed you there's a whole spreadsheet of the keyword we're targeting. You can see all this 111. These are all published and newly published and optimized posts now that we've tackled. We're starting from top to bottom, and we're going like that, and we're going all the way till let me see, we're going all the way till 2022, at least this project. Okay, so of course we're not going to stop coaching. My wife and I we won't stop coaching marriage at that point. I don't think so. But this particular SEO project is scheduled out till February 2022, which is a little bit less than 2 years from now. And just in 3 months, we've doubled the traffic. So let's go take a look at that really quickly. This is this is the data right here. This is data from the last 3 months. Okay, I know what you're saying. You're probably saying, why don't you show us on the platform itself? I'm going to do that. I just wanted to show you the image that I'm about to pull up first. So this is from January 30th to April. Today's April. Today is May 1st. So yesterday was April 30th, right? And this is the traffic. We generated 294 organic traffic, meaning we did not pay for it. We generated 13,000 in impressions, meaning visibility on the search engines. The average click-through rate, that means the percentage of 294 to 13,000 is about 2.2, okay? And the average position is 46.8. Now, if you go to the previous 3 months before that, this is the previous 3 months before that, we had 53 clicks, okay, which is essentially, okay, that's actually, what is 53 clicks? Let's do the math real quickly. It's very, very important there. 53 divided by 294, so it's 18%. So we actually grew our traffic, okay? So let's just do the math properly. 294 minus 53, all right, divided by original, which is 53, equals to multiply that by 100%. We grew the traffic by 450%, okay? So from 53, okay, this is also 3 months, from October 2019, all right, to January to April, okay, and this is October to January, okay, you see that, all right. So also the average click-through rate, we grew that. I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing to also help improve the click-through rate. This was average 0.9, which means we're showing up in so many places, but we're not getting enough click. Essentially, I need to get this to go up, right? So we got that up to 2.2 so far. That's average across board, okay? The average position was 64, so that also increased to 46. We need to be, obviously, the closer to number one, the better, right? But this is average across board. We're never gonna get average close to number one, but if we're increasing it, that's a good thing. All right, so with that being said, this is the actual Google console. I'm going to refresh so you can know that I'm live on the actual Google search console. It's refreshing right now. And this is the last 3 months, 294 clicks, as I just showed you on that screenshot. But we're going to go under the performance tab, right? Under performance tab, I'm going to check 3 months compared to the previous 3 months. I'm also going to check 2 months compared to the previous 2 months, okay? So this is the last 3 months, okay? This is the last 3 months, 294 clicks, okay? And 13, and you can see the graph, the direction that the graph, I'm going to select average click-through rate. So let's just look at each one of this. I'm going to select each one at a time, okay? So you can see the traffic is going up, okay? Obviously, and right there, 10 clicks just in the last 2 days, okay? 2 days ago, 10 clicks organic, okay? The idea is to continue to improve on that. When we started this on March, what was it, March 5th, right here, we're getting 2 clicks, okay? But now we've gotten this up, right? So it's growing, so I'm going to select this and deselect the other one. You can also see the impression. That means our positioning is also growing. And you can see it's 100 average around here, and it has doubled to 200 average, above 200 essentially, and we're hitting 300 impressions. That means how many times people are seeing our pages, our search engine, our web pages as results on search engines, okay? Not necessarily click. The first one is actually when they click on it. So the percentage of clicks to the impression is 2.2. We have, let me just go select that and see you can also see the growth there. You can see that, you see, it's spiking up and down, but it's essentially going up. We had like a spike here. I don't know what happened that day. Again, this is just a reflection of human behaviors. Whatever happened that day happened. Maybe there was a there was some kind of spike in the algorithm love to the website. The more we continue with our consistency, the more consistent this kind of lucky spikes will happen. Okay, so but the key thing is as long as the straight line in between this, the middle line is growing. That's just like in stock market, right? So I'm going to look at this average position. Average position is also growing, as you can see, from 60 doubled up to about 30. Okay, and we want to get as close as possible. I'm going to select all. Okay, so let's select all now, and then we'll look at all of these numbers. Okay, so instead of the last 3 months, I'm going to roll this back. Okay, I'm going to roll this back to previous 3 months. So I'm going to click on this calendar and go back 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be on January 30th, right? So this is the same day here. We need to roll the start date back 3 months, right? 1, 2, 3, and boom. Okay. All right. So there you have it. And I'm going to apply. I'm going to click apply this. So this is from October to January. I'm going to apply. And that's the same data that I just shared with you. It was only 53 clicks. Okay. 6,000 impressions, basically all over the place, and a lot less. This is 2.2 now, it's 0.9, right? And like that. Okay, so we doubled it, right? And you can see some of the stuff we're ranking for at the time. But if I go back and I click this and I put this back on last 3 months, which is the last 3 months, I'm gonna apply. It rolls back forward to just the most recent 3 months, and you can see the graph going. Okay. So now, if you want my personal coaching on how to do this, I do have a 4 weeks program where I show you everything from scratch to top. It's expensive. It's not cheap. If you want this, you can reach out. You can just comment below and I'll try to reply to you, and then get your contact information and see if I can help you out with that. Okay. But again, you can get everything you need by following my instructions. The links that I put below in the description box of the tools also is linked to other sorts of trainings that may not be as expensive as personal coaching. But if it's personal coaching, then you have to pay for my time, and that gets very expensive. Just letting you know. Okay. All right. So here we go. So as you can see, the traffic is a lot more. We have some keywords here that are doing very well. There's always going to be a few of your keywords that will do well. You just, that's why you got to keep working. And if somebody try to steal if you get the game, if you understand a few skill set, and then you understand you have to have consistency on that, then you win, because then everyone else have to basically chase you. So let's look at last 2 months. I'm going to put this back on 2 months. Okay. Okay. So the last 2 months, which is when we launched, let's see. Okay, so the last 2 months I published that video on about 2 months ago, March 5th. So let's see if we can put this on 30. I think 30 is available, which is yesterday. Okay, so as you can see, just in the last 2 months alone, we have 269 clicks, right? 10,000 impressions, and the average click-through rate is 2.6, which is bigger than what I just showed you, 2.2. So it's still increasing. Okay, and then also average position is about 40. Okay, anything above 40 right now is always better. Just the idea is to continue to improve that, right? All right, so now let's roll this back the previous 2 months. This is the 2 months that we launched this channel that you're watching this video on. So let's look at the previous 2 months before that and see if we actually doubled, just like I showed you based on the 3x3, right? So 269 here, okay? And I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this, okay? So we don't have to roll this back again. I'm going to capture. I didn't mean to do that. I did the wrong thing. All right. And sorry if you're hearing a baby cry in the background. All right, I'm gonna have to pause the video. All right, so let's roll this back 2 months. So this was the last 2 months, basically, or a little bit less than 2 months. So let's roll this back to 2 months. I'm going to click on the date here. And so we're going to roll this back to March 5th. Okay. And we roll this back 2 months before that. January 5th. So, okay, let me cancel this first. I was taking the screenshot before we got interrupted by baby cry. So we'll take a screenshot of this. All right, I'm gonna capture that and share it to screencast. Let's see, and then we'll look at that. All right, so yep, so that's that. We'll capture that. So that's the last 2 months before to today. Okay, and I'm gonna go back. The reason why I'm doing coaching only, by the way, is because when you do coaching, it's much more up to date because technology changes, so it's more up to date. That's another reason why it's expensive too. Let's go back here. So we'll go back to March 5th, and then we'll roll this back 2 months, the previous 2 months before that, right? To January 5th, and then apply. All right, so now let's look at that. This is that data, okay? So if this is the previous 2 months, and this is the last 2 months, okay? So this is this immediate 2 months up to now, right? 269 clicks. The previous months before that is 56. Okay, so let's do that math real quick. How much did our traffic grow? Okay, the way you do that is you look at the initial traffic, which is 56. The present traffic is 269. So 269 minus 56, right? Divided by the initial, right? Well, 269. Let me do that again. 269 minus 56. 269 minus 56. That's 213 divided by the initial, which is 56. All right, multiply by 100%. So it grew by 380%. Since we started this project, the traffic has grown by 380%. In the last 3 months, it's grown by 450%. So if we could grow it at that same rate all the way till February 2022, when I tell you $100,000 per month, I know exactly what I am talking about. Let's see how much the impressions grew. Well, we can just look at that. The impression grew by almost 100%. Okay. All right. So sorry about that. Got distracted there a little bit. So 380%. Okay. We know that this one grew by 100%. And if you look at this one, from 1% to 2.6% average click-through rate. Okay. And then obviously from 60 to 40 an average. So not bad. We're not doing too badly. Basically, we doubled our traffic in the last 2 or 3 months. Okay, following exactly what I share with you here. So if you're not sure exactly how I'm doing this, again, go back to the first video and watch all the way through to here, and then we'll take it from there. The last thing I want to share with you on this particular episode, which is which episode are we in? I think this is video number 7. So the 7th video. Okay. By the way, the last video had 3 views. Make sure you watch everything. Okay, make sure you watch everything. It's worth it. Trust me, it's worth to watch every single one of it. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Okay, if we go to the last thing I want to do is, one of the tricks that I use is I like to improve on my click-through rate, okay? Because the higher the click-through rate, that means people are actually clicking. So what's the point if you're gonna, let me look at the last 3 months, right? Go to the last 3 months, okay? What's the point if we're gonna have 13,000 people and only 294 people are clicking into it? Only 2.2% people. So there's something I'm doing to, I do it once a week. Basically, I look for a click-through rate that's one of the lowest ones in the last 7 days, and then I will basically improve on it. So meaning it shows a bunch of impressions, but no clicks. It's a good chance that what the people are seeing inside of the search engine. What do I mean by search engine, right? Let me show you what I mean by search engine, right? If let me show you. Okay, so for example, marriage separation advice, right? If you search for that, if people see me here but they're not clicking on it, that means there's something about this message, which is this is the SERP, this is the search engine result page, right? That means what they're seeing here is not compelling enough. They're seeing me, they're seeing my links, but they're not clicking into it, right? Okay, so for example, let's go to my wife. My wife is disrespectful, I think. Uh-oh. My keyboard is acting up. Let's see if I can get it back on real quickly. Come on. Okay, all right, so my wife is disrespectful to me. There you go, that one right there, right? So this is actually a keyword we just went after, okay? So let me see if we're showing here by any chance yet, because this is just published today, so there's a very good chance it's not showing here yet. Let's see. Okay, so it's not showing here. All right, so yeah, because it's not here yet. All right, so let's go here. I'm gonna go here, right? You can see some of this. If I click this title header, this column header, if I click it, it will order in order of highest click-through rate to lower. So how to catch a cheating spouse? We're showing on page number 54, but I guess it was compelling enough for the first person that saw it to click on it. It's 100% click-through rate, okay? And everything in between, right? And that's how we get a 2.2% average click-through rate. But again, everyone I catch, I want to make sure I improve on it, okay? By simply editing the title and the description that they see, right? So this one is saying I'm on the number 50th, position 54, right? So it should be somewhere around the 5th page, which is why I clicked on page 5. I don't know if I can see it from here, but let's see. But that's a keyword that I don't recall already. Haven't written any article for it, but somehow we're ranking for it, and we got a click from it, right? I don't see it, but it's in there somewhere, you know. A way I could check if I'm indexed for it is I could just cite column. Oh, come on. Keyboard is acting up. I just keep forgetting I need to order another keyboard. Okay, cite column Lola and Ola.com space and then the keyword. That's how you check if you're this is indexed for that keyword. Okay, so somehow we're getting clicks from that. Okay, so but anyway, how to catch a cheating spouse. Somebody is searching for that, and that's an idea for me that I can write an article on right now. But I'm not looking to fix 100% click-through rate. I need to click this one more time, then it goes all the way down to the 0% click-through rate. So you can see we're being seen 500 in the last 3 months. We're being seen 560 times on this keyword, but there's 0 clicks, right? But also it's on the 7th page. So that's probably a good reason why they won't click on it. Once somebody gets into that deep into 7th page, they're probably just browsing. They're not looking to click, right? So if somebody wants to click, most of the clicks happen on the front page, okay? But I'm not interested in the last 3 months. I'm interested in more in the last 7 days, okay? The stuff that's more recent, we showed there, but it's 0% click-through rate. Again, you click on the column header twice to order from low to top, okay? So after I've seen this, then I'm also looking for, this is all 0, but I'm also looking for one with closer to the top as much as possible. This is third page, third page, third page. Second page is okay, but this is on the front page. 16. I know that we've optimized this. It's too late. Is it too late to save my marriage? So I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, I'm going to drop this down to 500. So in the last 7 days, we've actually ranked and shown to 235 different keywords. Okay, and in the last 7 days, we got 78 clicks, 1,700 times we've been shown. But I'm looking for an opportunity to basically improve on a title and a description. That's what I'm looking for, right? So you can also add a new filter. So I could say literally things like position needs to be. So let's see what this do. All right, position, search appearance, new search appearance, query page, let's search appearance. Okay. FAQ reach, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see here. Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see, there's got to be a way to put a filter here. That's a filter. Okay, position, okay, position is filter by position. I can put a number here, so I'll say 10, right? I need to see everything that's showing on the front. Okay, so that's this 2. Okay, so I filtered it down to this, right? And there you have it. All right, so it's but I like to leave it like, I need to see anything that's showing on the front page, or I could say up to 30 pages in 38th position. So I have some opportunities here. Is how to survive a loveless, sexless marriage. Okay, so that's a good one right there. And we've had 2 impressions, not a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. I need the impressions to be a lot more than that, maybe 10 times. You know, you've been seen 10 times, but it's showing. So I'm gonna say done here. So that filter is added. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna say impressions need to be at least filter by equals to, I need it to be greater than 10, right? I need to have been seen. It needs to be significant. So I'm going to click done on that. All right. So I'm going to go here again. I'm going to click on the first one, which is position. All right. Position. I need that to be smaller than 30. Okay. This is how I play around with this. Okay. When I play around with this, I'll look for opportunities essentially. And let's see here, sex marriage quiz is getting a lot of impressions but no clicks. That's a good one right there. This one is getting a lot of clicks, so that's not what I want. It's getting a lot of clicks because 7.7% click-through rate went to walk away from sexless marriage, so that's good. That's in the last 7 days alone. Okay, so that's driving a lot of traffic. 12.1. My husband wants to leave me, but I still love him. So this one has 6.7 click-through rate. That's not bad, believe it or not. It's not bad. So I need the click-through rate to be lower than the average. The average right now that we have is 2.2, right? So I'm going to click done on this. But I may need to, but if I look at this right here, this is it too late to, okay. So somehow, I'm going to leave it this way, okay. Somehow this one right here is getting 16 impressions and no clicks. If I get 1 click from that, that will improve this number significantly. So it's not really a lot of clicks, but if a married woman texts you, you know. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so let's go through the filter again. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do 0 clicks only. Impression needs to be a little bit more. Probably position is too tight. I'm gonna take the position part out. I'm gonna say click equals to. I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna say click filter by CTR. CTR needs to be smaller than the average in the last 2 months, right? Which is 2.2, right? And I'm gonna put percent. Okay, so now I got everything that's lower than percent, right? I'm gonna click done on that. So we have some opportunities here, okay? 13 opportunities. Okay, save my marriage. I know these are all optimized. I know those are all optimized. Sexless marriage quiz is a tool that I need to create. I'm gonna work on that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put that here. There's a place I go called Code Canyon. I'm gonna find a tool. Okay, so a quiz tool, essentially my wife and I will create it, okay, and we'll put it on the page, and people are searching for it, we're ranking for it, we might as well just create it, right? Buy plugin and code, okay. And I'm sure inside of WordPress too we can probably, so if we go here and say quiz, right, so I'm just gonna keep that open, quiz in WordPress, look at that, right? So you see opportunities, okay, these are, again, look for opportunities to serve people, right? Look at that, $29, and I can create quizzes, WP viral quiz for $36. So I'm definitely going to do that. Okay, so that's opportunity right there. If it's an actual quiz, so if I go here, I'm going to click this 19, let's if I go to top here, this one has save my marriage and is ranking on 3rd page and it's not getting click. I wonder what page that is. So let's go to pages. Let's go to pages, under pages, okay, and then we'll see oh yeah, so once you do that it takes out your filters. Okay, well, my filter is still here, but if I click into this, okay, this is the highest impression with no clicks. So I'm showing somewhere, but we're not getting clicks. So I'm gonna go to page. Let's see why. So this is save my marriage and it's not getting clicks. So let's see here, inspect URL. I don't need to, so I'm gonna copy this, okay, and it's a category page and it's probably already optimized, but it's probably because of competition that it's not getting the clicks that it deserves. All right, so there you go. So this one is optimized already. I'm going to click on edit category at the top here and see if there's any way I can improve on the SEO title and description. I doubt it. I know the ones that I've worked on in the past, and this doesn't seem like one of them. So go to the bottom here under Yoast SEO, which is the right. So this one looks good. It looks good. It looks like it should be getting clicks, but somehow it's not. So I'm not going to worry about it. It's just one of those things. So I'm going to take this out, take that query out. So take that filter out. We'll go back to pay queries here. But I think it took out our filter. Okay, so again, you click on this. I'm looking for click-through rates below, less than, smaller than 2.2, which is my average. I need to beat my average essentially. I'm gonna click done on that. All right, and I'm gonna go to all right, so all of these are less than, okay, so 227, that's in the last 7 days opportunities. I need stuff. I probably should just look for stuff above what's my average in the last, in that last 7 days. My average is let's see, probably should look for stuff that has 100. So I'm gonna go impressions, anything greater than 100. Okay, that's a very easy way. So anytime I catch anything like that, there's nothing greater than 100, right, with less than 2.2. okay, so I'm gonna click done on here. Okay, and I'm gonna do go take out this one and see. So the only thing that has over 100. Okay, so let's keep it simple. Filter to anything greater than 100, but less than your average click-through rate. This one is greater than my average click-through rate, right? So if I go here and I put CTR and I put smaller than 2.2%, you will see that it will disappear. That disappeared, right? Once I typed it, it disappeared. So there's no opportunities. So here's how to look for opportunities. You're looking for impressions greater than 100 in the last 7 days, but less than your average in the last 3 months. Okay, So I'm actually going to show you. I'm literally going to update my. So there's no opportunities right now. Okay, there's no opportunities except the quiz, right? I need to create a quiz. I'm not just going to write an article about a quiz. People are looking for a quiz, then it should be a quiz. Does that make sense? So and I already opened this page up so I can explore some of these plugins, install it, and have it going. All right, that's what I have for you here on this particular episode. If you want more information about this, we just doubled our traffic in the last 2 to 3 months, and I just showed you the proof. And if you like it, please share it. Share it with other people that will value it. Comment below if you want personal coaching. Let me know in the coaching. I'll reach out back to you, and then we'll take it from there. Hopefully, you've been enlightened and educated. We'll see you on the next one, and peace.